So this is a quick how-to on uploading elongation factor or other protein coding sequences to GenBank. So first you take your sequence you've generated. This is elongation factor sequence, and you blast it using the nucleotide blast function on GenBank. You let that load, do its thing. And then once you get your results back, like we have here, you can see the closest matches are Psilocybe cubensis. You check if they have descriptors for the CDS, and mRNA regions. This one has not, so we can't use that one. Go on to the next one. And for this one, here you can see they have the intervals for the CDS and mRNA. So we're going to use this sequence as our reference sequence for annotating our own region. So what we do is we go and download the sequence we plan on using, download in the FASTA format, and open it and copy and paste it next to your own sequence. You then take those two sequences and put them in your preferred program. I use Genius Prime, but you can use whatever works for you. It's a nucleotide sequence, create sequence list, and then you need to align these two sequences because right now they're not aligned, so you can't really annotate them. So do a pairwise align. I use muscle, but you can do whatever works for you. Once they're aligned, you can see all the base pairs match up. That's all good. So now when you annotate the sequence you downloaded for GenBank, it'll be the same for your sequence also. So you can see the mRNA, those are the intervals, and you can see it's the same for mRNA and CDS. It's always going to be the same intervals. Just go ahead and annotate them. I just copy and paste. Highlight the region that's necessary for the mRNA. You can see it's 1 to 138. Annotate it. You can call it whatever. I'll just call it CDS. This looks fine. Move on to the next region. 195 to 331. That's it. Go ahead and highlight it. I can see it's nothing too complex. Annotation, once again, CDS again is totally fine. And then the last region is from 390. You can see this falls outside the interval of our psilocybe, the one we're trying to annotate. That's fine, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to do it anyway, just for the sake of it. And add annotation, same as before, nice and easy. So now if you zoom out, you can see the three different regions. For our one that we're trying to upload, it only has two CDS regions, which are highlighted there. The intervals are also given. So now you're going to Bankit. Bankit is the submission portal of the NCBI you use to upload anything that's not RNA sequences. For that you just use the normal submission. You can go ahead and get started with that. You can see CDS and all that. So we've got the FASTA file and we have the annotations, which is the most important two things you need. Start Bankit submission. And then just your details, doesn't really matter, you can do this on your own. On to the next one. This is pretty simple. And I just give it a name, but whatever, just call it that. It's still pretty straightforward. You're saying a sequencing with this one, and then it's an unassembled read. The assembled reads will be stuff like concatenated regions when you add or connect two or more regions. Set your review state. You can do that if you're busy unpublished work. You can submit it later whenever you want to. It's a genomic DNA, and then here you just copy and paste your sequence, which is this one, the one we generated. This is one that will be uploaded onto the NCBI's database once it's all done. This is it. Just continue. All happy with that. Organism name is just Psilocybe natlensis. If you're describing a new species, you're going to have to. It's one step longer, but it's not so bad. It's very straightforward. You can see organism name. It's nice and easy. And then ignore the organelle location. That's not necessary for this kind of data. Source modifiers. Here you can add a whole bunch of stuff to just kind of describe the sequence a bit more. I just do country. Not really necessary to do much else than that, I think, but you can add as many or as few as you like. That's it. Continue. You can see all the source modifiers. And the top, you can see kind of your progress. All right, so for the overview, this is where you add the annotations that we did in Genius Prime. You choose coding region, CDS, and then provide intervals. So it's, for here, you select partial 5' and 3', just means that the gene region extends on either side of your sequence, like your sequence doesn't include the entire region. For start codon, it's given here. You just go back to the reference strain. Start codon's 1. You just select that. And then this is where you include the annotated regions. So you can see, if you go back to Genius Prime, we annotated 2 regions. You just add them here. The first one is 1 to 138. And the second one, just hang over it. It's at 195 to 331. And then that's it. You go to the protein name. Protein name is also, you can look back to the reference strain for the description of all these things. It should all be there. It's just translation in the active elongation factor 1. And the protein name, I just always do the same as the gene name. Yeah. And then, that's it. Should all be fine. Happy with it, so you can just go accept. And then here, quickly check through, make sure you've given the right interval ranges. You can see the features, the CDS/mRNA. Intervals are the same as the ones we had, which is all good. And then that's effectively it. Just press continue. And finish submission. Genius Prime is available on, I think you can have a 30-day free trial if you want to use it. And then, it is unfortunately a paid app, but there are other free options out there, I believe. And that's it. Nothing else much to it. Sweet. Finish submission.